When Dax Tejera collapsed and died in the street in New York City, his wife and 2 young kids had left them in a hotel room alone. The 37-year-old ABC News anchor passed away from a heart attack 2 days before Christmas, while spending time with his wife Veronica at the Yale Club in Manhattan, while his 2 young children, who are now 5 months and 2 years old, were left alone. The 33-year-old Veronica was arrested by the NYPD and charged with 2 charges of acting in a manner detrimental to a kid after riding in the ambulance with Tejera to the hospital. According to the police, the children were left alone in a hotel room for a substantial amount of time. Veronica, a senior producer at The Washington Post, has stated that the couple had 2 cameras trained on the kids while they slept, but has also acknowledged that leaving them alone was a bad decision. When Dax passed out in the street and needed to be taken to the hospital, the Tejeras are believed to have been approximately a block away from the Yale Club. It is still unknown why the kids were abandoned and for how long. "My family and I am devastated by Dax's abrupt death," said Veronica Tejera. "He left behind 2 girls he adored with all of his heart and a broken-hearted family." On December 23, Dax passed out, and I rode with him in the ambulance to the hospital. "I requested my parents and a close friend to rush to my kids' hotel room and take care of them while I kept a camera on them. My acquaintance was refused entry by the hotel, which then called the NYPD. We had 2 cameras pointed at my kids while they slept, and I kept a careful eye on them while I was gone. I now recognize that it was a bad choice, despite the fact that the girls were unharmed. We have had a tremendous catastrophe in our family. I humbly request privacy as my kids and I grieve Dax's passing." 2 counts of acting in a manner detrimental to a child have been brought against Veronica. According to police, she was issued a desk ticket requiring her to appear in court at a later time. On Monday night, Veronica was grieving alongside her late husband's relatives. It is reported that the family was spending the holidays in New York and had planned to go to Rockefeller Center and visit friends. The members-only Yale Club Hotel is located at 50 Vanderbilt Avenue in Manhattan, and the NYPD reported receiving a 911 call about unattended youngsters there around 11 p.m. They learned that a 5-month-old girl and a 2-year-old girl were left alone inside of a hotel room for a considerable amount of time. The children's ages match those of the Tejera's daughters, albeit the PD withheld their names. The Yale Club is a private club for Yale University graduates. It has guest accommodations ranging from modest studios to lavish 556-square-foot suites. The Yale Club offers opulent spaces for weddings and other private gatherings, as well as fitness centers and a library. Veronica joined The Washington Post in October 2022 and is currently listed on LinkedIn as a senior producer there. She worked for CNN for over 6 years prior to it. According to her resume, among her accomplishments there were the creation of an interview with President Joe Biden for Jake Tapper's The Lead. She has just started a campaign to raise money for the Tejera Kids 529 Education Fund. Her Instagram bio has a link to the donation page she put up through Fidelity Investments. According to the Post, Dax Tejera unexpectedly departed away, leaving Sophia, 2, and Ella, 6 months, without a father. Please help the girl with her schooling. Dax Tejera had a heart attack and passed quite abruptly. He collaborated alongside Martha Raddatz and George Stephanopoulos, and most recently went to London to help with the network's coverage of Queen Elizabeth II's passing. It is with a heavy heart and tremendous regret that we share that our friend and colleague, Dax Tejera, passed tragically abruptly last night due to a heart attack, ABC News President Kim Godwin said in a statement to the team on Christmas Eve. Every Sunday morning as executive producer of This Week with George Stephanopoulos, Dax's enthusiasm, love, and energy shone. His adorable girls received the same level of love. The entire Tejera family, as well as his wife Veronica, the couple's 2 young daughters, are in our thoughts. Coworkers also paid tribute to him on social media. Gio Benitez, a correspondent for Good Morning America, wrote a heartfelt message on Instagram asking people to keep Dax Tejera's family in their prayers as they celebrate Christmas Eve with their families. He was the executive producer of This Week ABC, a friend to all of us, and, most importantly, a devoted father to Sophia and Ella and a loving husband to Veronica. Dax led the charge on groundbreaking television programs and was a champion for a lot of people at ABC News. After interviewing Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre for a first-of-its-kind broadcast network Pride special, Benitez uploaded a photo of the 2 in the White House. "We frequently connected since we were exactly the same age."